Okay, welcome you one more time to the Gonzalo Principles of the series. Today I'll be talking about the speaking section, a quick overview of what the speaking section is all about. Basically, as a part of your IELTS preparation, you will be preparing to speaking before an examiner. The examiner could either be a male or female trained by the IELTS partners. Basically, you need to know that you'll be spending approximately 11 to 14 minutes with 30 for the speaking section, maximum 15 minutes. It can go beyond that. And you'll be speaking with a human, not a computer. Basically, the speaking will cut across all human endeavors, so you should be expecting questions from a variety of areas. The IELTS speaking is basically divided into three parts. The first part is the interview section. In this part, you'll be asked a variety of general questions, like where you grew up, do you study, do you work, what you enjoy doing in your leisure time, what your hobbies are. Now, these are general questions the examiner will be asking for you to give responses to. You would not be allowed to take notes in the first part of the speaking section. All responses are from prompt on the question you're being asked. The examiner will likely ask you to stop for the next question. The second part of the speaking is known as the cue card or the task card section. This section requires you to answer a question on a sheet of paper or a booklet. The examiner gives at least a minute for your preparation towards the response. You will be provided with a sheet of paper and a pencil to take down notes. Students to take down at least a few words to help serve as a guide towards the response to the question. You will be given another 1 to 2 minutes. This equals 120 seconds to respond to the question. The question will come in series and expected to touch all parts of the question. It is better that you keep talking till the examiner stops you. Here, you have a lot of content to give. As such, the examiner has more to work with. In some cases, you might be asked to continue talking if you have any agenda to stop talking. Most importantly, if the examiner hasn't gotten enough. Once you're done with the second section, which is the cue card, you'll be asked to stop. Here, the examiner takes back the card from you or the sheet of paper or booklet, the paper you used in taking the response, the paper you used in taking the response, and the pencil. Once this is completed, you will be asked to continue with the last part of the speaking section. The last part is known as the long run or the discuss section. Here, the examiner asks a series of general questions connected directly or indirectly to previous questions asked. In this section, you would not be allowed to take down notes. Prompts will be given immediately via questions. Quickly, let's take a sharp rundown on the parts of the speaking section. The first will be the interview, where you're asked a variety of personal questions. The second part is the cue card or the task card, where you're expected to answer a general question on a sheet of paper or booklet. The third section is the discuss. Here, you're expected to give a long talk on what questions you've answered previously, or probably new questions will be given to you. Quickly, I'll talk about the basic things I call natural speech elements that you should avoid or probably eliminate, reduce to the variable point while speaking. First, fillers. These are very good when you talk on impromptu topics. It helps you to think through while you are talking, but avoid giving into too many fillers. As I was saying, This could be nice, mostly it helps you to think through, but don't overdo it. Since the questions are impromptu, take time to think through before you open your mouth. The second element I will be talking about is known as the false start. These should be eliminated as much as possible. A false start is an element that doesn't give you a strong start-off point. The moment you have indecisive start-off responses, then you know you have a lot of false starts coming your way. For instance, you could be asked about a question that wants you to respond to visits to the museum. Beginning like, yeah, but I'm of the people here, you are given a lot of false starts. You're not sure what you intend to talk about, so take some time to think through what you intend to say before you start talking. False starts can really demoralize any response. Next, fragments. Fragments are sentence parts that are not complete or probably incorrect while giving responses. Examiners will be rating your responses based on the level of sentences you are given, the structure of sentences, and the complexity of your statements. You must endeavor to make sure your sentences are complete. So giving short sentences or incoherent sentences might drag down your scores. In addition, digression and diversions must be eliminated. Although that is not part of the assessment that scores correctness of responses. However, you must keep to track. Try not to digress away from the idea or generalization of the question. Lastly, hesitation and pausing. Try as much as possible to reduce the amount of hesitation and pausing you make while responding. These might mar the fluency and coherence of your responses. I guess we learned a lot from this. So we'll meet again next time. Remain as SOP Maxwell, Godzilla Principles. Bye-bye.